Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm really excited today, but I'll tell you all about that in just a minute. Okay, I just want to welcome all of my brand new subscribers. Thank you for coming over and having a little watch with us. And remember, if you like what you see, please subscribe. And I want to say hugs and kisses and lots of love to all of you who follow me on a regular basis. And I have a special hello to someone who is with me today in my studio physically here, and that is Jolene. Woohoo!
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, Jolene is from
Jewel Design over on my YouTube channel. If you follow here, I know there's a good chance you follow me on my side. A lot of my followers are Laurette's. Thank you for that so much. And I'm stoked to be here. We have a wonderful project coming up.
Yeah, we're really excited. And in fact, she got me laughing before I even started the video.
Take two.
Take two. Could be take 20 at the rate we're going. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we're here today. We are going to make a flip-flop journal. And this journal is inspired and originally created by Leslie at 507 Willow House Journals. Hi, Leslie. I know you watch. If it wasn't for you, I would have never found these fabulous journals. I love making them. And Jolene said, hey, I want to learn to make it. So here we are today. And this is mine that I originally started. She's a big girl. I'm still working on her. She could be a lifelong project at the rate I'm going. But we're going to work on some holiday ones. And Jolene is going to be working on a Christmas one. And I'm going to be working on a winter one. Kind of semi-Christmas, but it's going to be shabby pink. Now, we have some of the goodies I'm going to be working with here today. So what I'm going to do is, for those of you who aren't familiar, now Jolene is the designer of these kits, both of them. She is a Jeweled Design. You can find a direct link for her in my description box that goes straight to our shop. Now, we're business partners as well as mother and daughter and best friends. So I'm going to start with this, and then Jolene's going to show you her kit. This is what I'm going to be working with. Now, this is one of the main cover pages here. And then the actual one that I'm probably going to use on my cover is this one. So now I'm going to check because we're in a different, okay, I need to be right about here. We're in a little bit different, not where I normally film. I have a side desk that I set up specifically for this kind of thing. So it's really fun to see my dream come true. In this studio. So these are some of the beautiful pages we're going to be working with today. And it's probably what I'm going to use for my base as well as some of my other, and I'm just going to literally flip through it. I won't show all of them. I'm going to show a good amount of them.
We've got most of them there. I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll use Santa because I don't want it to be Christmas. But you never know. He's also Father Winter, so, I'm not sure if I had, oh, there's my cover page. Now, I've done the sparkly paper, and I don't know if it's going to show here because we have a very cloudy, cool morning this morning. We had fog on the ground. So what I didn't specifically show in these, which I do have a lot of them printed, let me see, is like these background pages. I printed like a lot of them because I knew I was going to want to use them. I don't know if they're all here. Oh, yeah, that's a different one there. So there are a lot of gorgeous pages in this kit. They are, oh yeah, look at that. Stunning. You guys, talk about shabby chic. And, I have used these for other things, not just Christmas. So, I kind of use shabby chic year round. Now, for Jolene's kit, we're going to have Jolene talk about it. I'm going to move away out of the way, and she's going to look in the camera there and make sure she's got a good...
Yeah. So normally she does a great reveal for me when I have a brand new kit, but since we're playing with it today, we're sort of going to combine the concept. So this is the Christmas... let me try that one more time. Vintage Christmas Greetings. Brand new red and green Christmas kit that went out on Monday night. There is a full review on this on my YouTube channel, a Jewel Design, if you want to get more in depth and watch a different variation of this. This was built as a December daily, but we're going to take it outside of its usual box and we're going to have fun with it in this flip-flop journal because I think it can be very universal. So I have all my standards, your 9x6 journal, the left and right, nice horizontal, from collages to standard decor, and a lot of journal pages. There's 4 of them that are beautiful for a December daily layout. I needed one and thought, well, I might as well create one for me and you. So here we go. And we're going to get fun with this. We're going to use a lot of these for washies. We're going to use them for belly bands. We're going to use every element of these to do a flip-flop journal. No one says it has to stay exactly as you see it. Okay. And then this is what started the concept, was I had made a few vertical. And I thought, well, Mom, can we do a flip-flop with some of these? And they are great starting points to get this done. There's even a vertical background for that. So as you see, there's plenty to work with. Print it out a few times over, and we should have a wonderful kit out of it. And then there's all this ephemera. There's 13 pages of ephemera. All my standards, if you follow Laurette, you follow me, and you know what, all the wonderful goodies. So if you want to take a closer look at those, like I said, there is a YouTube reveal that went out Tuesday night. So last night, I guess, this is Wednesday morning, under a jewel design. But we're going to play with these today. So as she's teaching me how to make this, I will sneak on over and show you what my pages look like.
Well, I don't know about teaching. I'm going to do my best. Because like I said, I didn't create this. Leslie did. But, and I'm not even sure I put mine together exactly the way Leslie does. Although I did watch hers last night. She has a brand new video out showing you how to make it. She's making it again. And so I'm going to clear off these goodies, because these are some of the elements I will be using in my journal. But, I don't want to go too far with them. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I guess I'll put them behind me.
There we go.
On my big cutting counter that I have. This is great. I mean, the way we set this up when we were putting it together, Jolene was here helping me and her daughter, Lizzie B, and we were putting this all together and the pieces, and I said, oh, I want to have a space for you to work. And she went, oh, that, I don't know, who knows, and I said, no, you will. Well, here we are.
Very quickly.
Here we are. Didn't take us long at all. Okay, so like I said, we have a different layout. We have this fun, it's this wrapping paper with polka dots, and it's kind of very vintagey. So we thought, well, that would work, to work on. And so now you have seen, we talk over and over about the flip-flop journal. And what you hear is Jolene's bracelet. Jolene, show them your bracelet.
Oh, yeah. See, this gets annoying.
This is what you're going to hear.
We'll try to keep it to a minimum.
Yeah. So this is what we're going to be making. And it starts out with envelopes. Now, the first time when I made this one, I used junk mail envelopes. And, in a couple different sizes. But I also, since then, when I'm making some bases, I've just been using the Dollar Tree, large envelope, and then the smaller one. So what you'll need is 3 of these, 3 envelopes, whatever size you want to use. I would recommend that they all be the same height, because then you don't have to figure out cutting. It's so much easier. And then one of the smaller ones. Now, size-wise, I guess, I don't know if all envelopes are universal. I don't think they are, actually. So this one is 6.5 by 3.5. And this one is 9.5 by 4. Am I in?
Mm-hmm. Just checking.
Yeah, she's checking for me to make sure I'm in, because like I said, we had to put some tape down so we can figure out where to work. All right, so that's what we have. And I'm going to move these little dollies out of the way. All right. So what I want to do is show her how to get this all together. Oh, no, and we worried about that, too. We were like, oh, no one calls. Answer and then hang up. Okay, there we go. I guess just put it on the counter behind you. Or we have to take it out of the room. I don't know if it'll still ring if it's not right next to me. I'm not sure what happens when you take it off the cradle. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Of course, you guys, that happened to me before. Remember, you guys were right in the middle of the video, and it rang, and then my cell phone rang, and it was like, oh my gosh. And it always happens. So first thing we want to do is we want to decide, there's 2 ways. I'm not going to explain this as good as Leslie. There's 2 ways. You can either have your envelope open to, I guess that's considered the left, or you can have it open to the right. So you just have to decide what you want to do. Now, I think this is a fun way, because that's the way I have mine. So I think that's the way I'm going to do it today. So we have that. So first thing we're going to do is, okay, so we know we want this to, okay, I got to think about this, guys. Okay, we want it to open this way. So we're going to take, when we look at the back, we're going to put this on the opposite side of the flap. Now, you don't have to have it right at the bottom. You could decide where you want it. You want it in the middle. You want it part way up. You want it a little ways. Let's see, on my other one, I'm pretty close to the bottom. I'm about right about here. So you could have it here, or you could have it up here. It's really up to you. So I'm thinking on this one, let's see, what have I done in the past? Yeah, that's about right. I kind of like it there. So because these are, have a pull tab, we can just pull that tab and we can add a little bit of glue to, got your glue, Jolene? Yeah.
Yep.
If it'll, is it going to work?
Yeah.
You need a pin? I have them.
I have it. There we go.
Okay.
It's a new bottle. Apparently, I haven't used it.
Yeah, and it's cold in here. We had a cold night last night, so the glue is a little more cranky this morning than normal. So we want to put that down. All right. Now, this is the envelope that what we want to do is we want to kind of reinforce this. I would like my pocket. We're going to have a pocket here, which I don't think Leslie did a pocket last night. She had it all open, but I'm going to do a pocket. So we're going to pull that tab again, and we're going to add just a tiny bit of glue on it. And we're going to tuck it right inside. I didn't add a ton of glue because this is a pre-sticky. If you don't have a sticky envelope, by all means, you know, you want to... okay, so I need to take a deep breath here. Now, we've got the first pieces are ready. So it's going to open, and then we're going to have our little... yeah, we're going to open, and then we're going to have our first pocket is right here. So... what we want to do is we've got 2 more envelopes. Now, what we want is we want to get this one, and we're going to open it again, just like we did the first one. And we're going to go right past this envelope. So that's going to kind of open out. And we're going to go right past it so that your flap is there. We're going to tuck that inside, just like we did the first one.
Ah.
Yeah, that's right. Now, you could do 2 things. You could pre-cut to make it easier for you, because now there's not going to be any more pockets. This is all of our pockets. So what we could do is take our scissors and just on the very, very, very edge, you could slit it with a knife. Leslie uses a knife. I'd be scared to death. I'd probably, I mean, like get it to the very, very edge. Like just whisper it off. Oh, come on. I could do it. There we go. See, you're just taking like the tiniest little scrap off. However you want to get it wide open. The other thing is you're not going to need... oh, I missed that corner. Okay, so you're not going to... come on, man. It does not want to open. Now you're going to have these funky little things up here. I could rip them off, but I'm not going to. I want to keep this as... and we're just going to, even with the others, we're going to cut off the tip. Just keep it nice and even. Cut those off. All right. Now, we were talking, we're going to put this, we're just going to go, my biggest thing is to remember is to go past the envelope so that this is here. So the flap is here. You got yours? Yep, you got yours. Okay, now we're going to have to get it inside there and tuck it in. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue, but I'm not going to add so much. I mean, you're not really going to worry about it because you're going to be covering this thing. But the big thing is to get in there and get it in there evenly, but to leave yourself enough room. Line the 2 envelopes up, though. This is the tricky part, and getting it in there so it'll bend, because you're going to bend it backwards, actually. Yeah, it's hard to do this and not bring it up to your nose, you know what I mean? She's probably doing okay, but I'm not doing so good. I didn't get that on there great. Darn it. Well, we'll see.
I slid mine in.
Good girl. She got hers to go in. See, mine's off up there. Eek. I don't know. Yeah, she slid hers in. Mine did not go in so easily. I'm going to try one more time. And this is where it gets kind of funky. Yeah, you can trim it just a little bit. If your edges aren't clean, clean them up.
Well, I slit mine open to see if I could. So, yeah, I got to go back and do a little cleanup.
Yeah,
I don't cut straight, so I'm like, if I can avoid it,
yeah,
I'm going to try.
Okay. So, we now have that in there. I got a bubble. That's all right. I'm not going to worry about it because the papers are going to cover it. Oh, excuse the red nose, guys. It's cold this morning. Okay, so now we have something that looks a lot like this.
Yes.
Yes, yours looks just like mine. Okay, we're good. So there's our pocket. This is a pocket that we're going to use later. And so there's our first flip-flop. Okay, so we have that open. Now, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open this one again, and we're going to be adding that, so it's going to flip out again. So now, the one thing I would do is get this open, because we're going to have to do some lining up. Here we go again. We're opening up the edges. I don't know how far we'll get today. We are going to have a part 2. You know, us decorating, hopefully, or actually at least figuring out our signatures and decorating. So this may be a part 2, but it won't be in the same week. It'll be like once a week until we finish this. We'll see how many parts or part we'll be working on it separately, of course, at our homes, you know, but in our studios separately, but we'll be getting back together so you could see it all too. So kind of doing a little series, maybe a once a week series we were talking about.
A little weekly fun.
Yeah, a little weekly fun. So now we've got it open and we got it all cleaned up again. Yeah. And then you cut off those little funky things.
Not the funky tabs.
Yeah, we don't need the funky tabs. Right. The only thing I need to make sure is when I do this is that it's going to close. Because when you go like this, see, it goes over. So I'm gonna, where would I have to put it on? I'm just playing here. I haven't. Yeah, you would just barely do the edge if you want it to be, to close evenly and not have to refold it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Where do I, because I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to have 4 signatures in this puppy, so.
Okay, so.
All right, no, I'm just checking. I just want to see where it's going to go.
I wasn't paying attention.
No, you're fine. I'm just playing. Let me see what's in my video. I need to see what's in my screen. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm doing all right. Trying to stay in my little dots here. And not have my chair roll out from under. After this, we're going shopping for carpeting so I don't slide across my studio like a crazy maniac, right?
Yeah, no crazy maniac.
Yeah, no killing myself. Okay, so now we have this other one.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was like,
Let's see. So yours should look like, I'm checking hers. You got your envelope. All right, so this is the open one. And what I was trying to figure out is where to put this on here. So when we close that and we close this one, it goes to that line. So you kind of want to see, I can refold all of this, sure, but I don't want to. Yeah, it'll never be the same. So I want to kind of like figure out where. And this is the only part. Leslie just whipped hers together yesterday. I was like, go girl. Yeah, I think it's just going to be actually probably right. It's probably just going to be on the edge of this blue line. And just line that one up to the edge of that blue line right there. And that should give us what we need. The only trick will be. Yeah, that's exactly where it needs to be. Okay. And even though we'll have a little bit of a gap here, when you cover the page, it'll fill in that little gap. So, I hope. All right. Please don't make a liar out of me, envelope.
Can I do it? Oh, just barely. Look at that. Mine might be in a smidge too far.
You might have gone in a little.
Well, it's that last fold.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I think I've got mine up too.
Open.
Come on.
Open.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine? Do not use your art glitter glue when you're doing this. I'm going to say use something else that you're not worried about. Like if you have to take it off to line it up.
That one's staying. Right there. So, I mean, I am right where I think we decided. It's just, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
close
feel
enough.
Sticky, but I don't think I'm, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough. The only thing is I've got mine, see, look I got mine a little high.
Oh, no.
Did you?
No, I got mine there.
Yeah, here I'm the teacher and I can't get it right. I mean, really. That's what I said.
I had it folded and try to hold it and flip it over and, you know, those funny ways of measuring, you know, using your finger or eyeballing it or...
I don't know, but it worked for you. It just didn't work for me. I'm just having no luck. Well, that's okay. I have a couple of these here, so I'll just use one of the others if I mess this one up.
Say, if it doesn't work,
if I muck this up, yeah, it got worse.
Well, then use a good.
I give up. Template. I give up. I'll just use the template. This is one of my templates. I mean, I have a bunch of them. I've been making these because I love them. I sat down one day and just made a whole bunch of them, you know, and they worked out really well. So I'm not going to worry about it because I now have this wrinkly mess. And it's over. Okay, well, okay. Of course, you try to do it on camera and you're trying to do it well and you have, you know.
It's all good. I think I got it.
Yeah. See, so you should have like fold, fold, and then fold. And I'm going to have to use regular good old-fashioned glue because I have used up all the sticky on the envelope. Which is probably a good thing because I got to tell you, I just did not do this right. You can have it however you want it. You can refold it. I just wanted my top and bottom to be even, which it is now. And it's never going to be perfect. It's always going to be, and no cheating. Yeah, she's got
the bottom. Well, no, it lines up, but she's at the bottom. I did not.
Yeah, you could fix that. You fix that. You could fix that. You trim it to fit. You know what? If I don't like the way it is, I'm just going to trim it. That's what I'm going to do.
It fits inside, so when we cover the paper, it's probably going to hide it all anyway.
And anyway, you got stuff sticking out, and you're going to have stuff sticking out, and that's fine as long as you can close it because you have to get because you're going to have a signature here, a signature here. Then you're going to open it up, and you should have one either here or here, wherever you want to put it, right? Mm-hmm. And then when you close it again, there's a signature in the back. No, yours isn't going the right way. What's going on? Here, let me see. Let me see. Oh, you didn't change the fold.
Oh, I didn't.
I forgot to tell you. You have to, when you do this.
It's weird.
Instead of having it go this way, you want it to go this way.
Okay, well, you were refolding so that, so I didn't catch that.
So that your pocket here is on the inside.
There we
go. The pocket is on the inside. I forgot to say that. Sorry, guys. So when you first put it together, it's going to go like this. You want to flip it around because you want a signature, a signature, a signature, a signature. There we go. Okay. So hopefully I didn't confuse you all too badly like I just did poor Jolene. I left out a step. Sorry, guys.
Well, you were refolding it because it wasn't lining up, so that you naturally folded it, and I wasn't looking at you. I was, eyeballing mine.
Playing with your
fold. Mine.
Sorry, guys. I had to get cleaner. Whole this morning. I got to ready those.
Yes, you have that inside. Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
Making sure there's no other folds we missed.
Yeah, making sure she didn't miss a fold. I didn't get tricky on her there. I forgot to give her the thing.
Oh, that's instruction.
Yeah. So I'm going to add a little glue to this since I trashed my glue on my poor little envelope here. I was trying to be too perfect and should have just slapped it on there and it would have been just fine, Seems like the more you're trying to be perfect, yeah, so remember, it naturally wants to close. You want to flip it back over. So when you open it out, this is what you have.
Yep.
All right. Okay. And you're going to close that one down. You're going to fold that in. Then you're going to fold it back. Then you're going to fold it in. Mm-hmm. And that one gets folded into that. So hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. If I did, Leslie at 507 Willow House Journals did it the right way because it's her design. I have several here, as you can see. I'm probably not going to use that one. I'm not going to use it from that way. I like this way, so this is the one we're going to use. So as you can see, this one, I've got it all together correctly, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, so we're all good. So now, okay, so you could do this a couple ways. You can cover it all first, or you could start picking out your signatures. Mm-hmm. So I think we'll probably cover, and then we'll start putting our signatures together. I know Leslie at this point throws all of her signatures together, and then she covers. But I think for us, because we're doing a kind of a Christmassy one, we kind of want to now pick out this is going to be your cover page. This is technically this little bit right here, and this bit are really your cover, what you're going to see. And there's going to be a signature here, but it's going to be a small signature. So it's not going to be a really big one. You could have a big one if you want, but I think it's fun to have an itty bitty signature like we have on this one. You can see there is a little well, this is the one. This is a much bigger envelope than this. As you can see, it's a lot bigger. But it's also, I used envelopes that were from the mail, and they're huge. So this is a much smaller one. So as you can see, this is a much smaller signature in here. And then the rest of them are really big signatures. So that we're going to do the same thing here. All right. So, before I go too much further, Jolene, you can start grabbing your papers, Jolene, and figuring out what you want to do. I wanted to show you guys, let's see, I dropped this last night and made a big mess out of it. Goodness gracious, poor thing. Oh, yeah, here it is. I wanted to show you where we were. I'll take that out. I showed you this one that we had finished, right? And then I ended up decorating the back of that. This was that one that I did. I don't know if you guys remember. So I always start off by showing you the next, what I did before. And I ended up decorating the pocket, and I did a little bit of stenciling here. So it goes in there like that, and it does hang out. And then I did the cover. I decorated the cover of that page. And now my next one is going to be the back side of that, because it comes all the way through on your signature. And I made another little envelope to use. Now, did I open? Yeah, I did open that. So I'll have to make a tag to go in it. And I will be doing the decorating there. So that's my next step on my, and these are little goodies, because I just noticed here's a tip, and I forgot to flip this in. I didn't see that. I thought I got them all, but I didn't. So, okay. I've got to figure out my pages, and I think Jolene's got hers figured out, what she's going to do on her cover.
So. I was just looking to see.
So at this point, now we're going to be pulling out our pages for our cover. So this is going to be one of mine. And then I have that other one that I already have it cut. What did I do? Oh, here it is. It's like, what did I do with that?
And then too small.
Yeah.
Yes, and I went too small.
You went too small. Well, but
yep.
Well, would it go the other way? No.
Well, no. I mean, if I covered it, it could be fun.
You could wrap it around something, but it won't work on that as a cover page.
I was wondering. Unless I layer it.
Yeah, put it in camera so you could show them what you're looking at.
So, this is a page from one of my...
you're in camera
in my, let me think, which kit? There's a few of them.
Joy?
No, this was the Christmas at Your Door kit about 2 years ago, one of my first red and green ones. And I had decorated up a book cover imagery. And it's a full-size page. And I had shrunk it, hoping maybe it'd be cute on my cover, this little one, but I made it too small. I went too small on it. So we're now debating if I cut it, maybe we'll put something, we'll sort of layer it up and build it up and put
then
stuff
put your
on it.
image on it. Yeah, you could do it that way too.
So that's what I'm debating on maybe.
Yeah.
Because on the inside, I might get crafty with our signature and use my three trifold
That'd be cute in there.
as a cover to the signature, if I understand correctly, inside this little one. So I'm trying to see what showed, because it'll just stick out a little bit.
It can. You want
work on. Yeah,
you want levels. You want layers. I know Leslie has hers sticking out on the tops and the sides and all that good stuff. So I'm thinking for my inside is this one, and then I'll put something else down here,
Oh, right.
to extend it. So you kind of see that over this. I know I want this as my... But the question is, no, I cannot rip this. I'm going to have to, I do have my cutter. I have Big Bertha out on my normal work table that you normally see me working on. But I was thinking, I'll just trim around it because I think that's going to be the easiest. I did not have time to trim all the pages. We tried. We worked really hard to get this ready because we had to set up a new, it's a new setup for us, new camera. What was going to work? Could we both sit? Where do we have to be? All the good stuff. The logistics. So what I need is my pencil.
Yeah, thinking my way through it. Like, if I do this, do I want that?
Yeah, exactly.
We knew what papers we needed, but the logistics we did not. That's no fun doing that all ahead of time.
Well, part of creativity is just playing and figuring out where things are going to go and what are you going to do and, Now, my last one, I really built a lot of layers into that. So I don't know if I don't think I'm going to do a lot of layers on my cover this time because this is such a beautiful little piece here that now I have my cutters behind me. Because like I said, we're not in our normal, but then nothing in this room is normal. It's brand new. The whole thing is new. So really, there is no norm for me at the moment. Yeah, well, I waited a long time for this to be a fun place where I could film and have more than one setup and, you know, and then have you in here with me because we were going to do this in the kitchen on the big island. And then we said, well, maybe we should try it in here. See if we could do it. Yeah, I love this paper. It's very sparkly. I know you guys are going to ask me. I'll try. I think it's Something Works, Paperworks, I think it's called. I just got it on Amazon, and it was something that Jen at A Trace of Sparkle, she was showing their products at one point, and I noticed this is really cutting it close on that. So let's see, which side do I want to take it off of? Maybe this side. She was showing this sparkle paper, a printer paper you can print on, printable paper. And oh, my garbage is a different place. I'm gonna have a pile of garbage on the floor because I am not used to.
What we missed?
Yeah, what did you miss? What? I know, my husband just loves that. But I told him I want to get a vacuum for upstairs and one for downstairs for the hardwood floors, you know, so I can vacuum up my own, my own messes, which thrilled him to death because, you know, he does all the vacuuming because of my shoulders are gone. So let's see, I need ink on this. Now, I probably should, before I go too far, I probably should figure out my pages, I think is a good thing. So this is going to be my next one. Then what? Now, the fun part about when you open it up here is if you're using, you can use scrapbook paper, digital paper. I used a combination of everything from old to digital to scrapbook. In my Marie Antoinette, I mean, some of this is digital, some of it is scrapbook, so you can use a variety of papers, and that's really fun because kind of depends what you want to do, but when you're using this, most of the kits are made horizontal, right, Jolene? They're made horizontal. So you're like, well, yeah, but it doesn't, so you're going to use another paper down here and one up here. So you're going to be collaging basically on here. You can decide how much. Do I only want to collage from there to there and then keep those different, you know? So this is where you have to get creative, is where am I going to put my papers? You know, what am I going to put on each thing? Now, I kind of want this to be about the ladies. I like the winter ladies. That's the thing that I think is a lot of fun. So let's see, I've chosen her and her. These are all different ladies in this kit. So that lets me use all of them if I want. I want to see how many I have to choose from. I think the little angel's good in there. I love the door. I don't think I want to use the Christmassy page. That one I'm going to set as to be determined. I want it to be very winter ladies, Winter Wonderland. I got to come up with a name for this one. What's the name of this? This is Victorian.
Oh, yeah, Vintage Victorian Shabby Winter.
Vintage Victorian Shabby Winter is the name of this kit.
And it is one of the top 4 featured in the shop, so it's quick to find.
Easy for you to find.
When you click on the link in the description box for the Jewel Design shop, it is one of the features because I knew we'd be working on it, and I didn't want you guys to have to go, oh my god, I have to go through all of your seasonal kits to find it. Because there's a lot of pink kits to go with it. So
yeah, I'm going to be using her Pink Shabby, her all of her pink kits. I'm going to be using. She has a Christmas one from before, another one.
We have Shabby Christmas at Home. We have Pink Shabby Rose, which is just a beautiful pink shabby, literally pink shabby kit. A lot of roses, a lot of the same, some of the same elements. Then you go to Shabby Christmas at Home. And then there's this new one, which is the Victorian, Shabby Winter. So plenty of papers to go with all of it. Some of them have some snowflakes. Some are just great plaids, polka dots. So there's about 4 kits you can work together.
Mix and match. So if you already have some of them from before, because I know a bunch of you bought the Shabby last year, have a number for Shabby kits. And if you're Pink Shabby Licious, so like me, and I do love red and green. My home's in the red and green at Christmas. Some years I do silver, some silver and pink. It just kind of depends. Every year is something different. I don't know what will be this year. I just have no clue. Now, I don't think I want the deer in here. I'm going to probably cut it off right there. So she's going to be there. So I'll have to figure out what's going to go down there.
Those two and those two. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm doing the same going, okay, front and back. Which pages do I want to use? All right.
Yeah.
I like that too. I've used it at the bottom. I mumble. Don't mind me.
Oh, and this one is from our
that is the new
collaboration.
Yeah, that's, I believe, I want to say that's a 1901. It is Ledgers and Lace. Which is our collection, but that one's actually labeled Ledgers and Lace also because it is literally just letters and lace. So that is sort of what started the whole thing. And we went from there. So
yeah, I'm debating. I was thinking, I think I already cut this to go right here.
Yeah, I think you were on that.
I think I was thinking that that's where that was going to go, and it was going to wrap to the back, and then I could just decorate on top of it, which, you know, that's not a bad thought. So if I did this... Well, that's pretty against that. And then I could add in her maybe on the edge. I'm going to layer that. That's going to be layered in. I'm thinking this is going to get layered in like right here. I got to see how much time we have.
Yeah, let's see how we're doing.
I mean, the time just goes by. We're in 36 minutes already.
Okay.
And I can't really see the clock, so...
Oh, I can tell you. Let's see. We are at 9:20, so...
Quarter till?
Yep.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. We were getting on there already. So.
Okay, so I've got that and that one. Okay, getting going. I had indecisive decisions. Oh my god.
It's hard to pick a paper.
You're afraid you're gonna do that. You're like, oh, that would have worked so much better there.
I know. Well, that's the thing. You know, you want to use everything. I want to use everything. It's like, and you almost can, because whatever you don't cover this with, you will use in your signature. So in your signatures, we're going to use 8 page. I'm going to use 8 page. How I've done it is I'm doing 8 pages in my signatures. 5 of them are going to be pages that are, did I bring any of mine over here? What did I do with all my signature pages? Random stuff, you know. Let's see. I'm trying not to knock everything on the floor. I'm going to be using, you know, like old book page and music paper and line paper. So these are going to be signature pages. And I'm going to do 5 of those plus 3 digital pages in each signature. And in the middle, you use one of your pretty pages in the middle. And then there'll be 2 others that are within that signature that are, you know, digital, or could be magazines, they could be scrapbook paper, whatever you want to use. Or you could just do 8 pages of stuff like this. I don't have a lot of old documents and stuff. I'm not lucky enough to have lots of big book pages and a lot of vintage stuff. I don't have a lot of it. I have some, which we're going to be using, but I don't have tons of it. I mean, I'm going to put some of this in here. This is from Triple V Vintage. Her papers are going to go in there. I have some things from Vintage Polka Dot Shop. That's a vintage paper that's my own from way back when. We're going to use some other fun things. So we will be picking those out, but I think we decided to, Jolene's working on trying to figure out what she wants to use.
Right. I think I got it, but then you just mentioned those pretty inside pages for the signature, and I went, darn it.
Yeah.
No, well, if I have to, I print them again. But we're going to use everything I have. Like you said, that's...
Yeah, well, the goal is...
Use it up right now.
Use it up, yeah. That's what... We're going to try to use up some of what we already... I want this girl on here, but I also want to see that. And so there's the struggle. There's the struggle is real. Because you want to see... I'm going to figure out where I'm going to cut that. Maybe right about there.
That one, so it wasn't there. Yeah, I was like, Of course, I already cut it, so that means where everything is.
Well, I guess if I have to, I can always Yeah, see, I like her. And then when you open this, so you're going to see that and that and that. And so you want it to be pretty, because that's your cover. So your cover is going to be the thing that you want to have a lot of pretty layering. And then when you get inside, you want to keep it fairly simple, because you're really not going to see a whole bunch of it.
Yeah, it's really great collage pages. I think are going to work really nicely on the inside. So that I don't have to decorate it much and sort of ready to go when you are flipping in between the
Yeah,
signatures.
it's just whether you want to add like pockets or anything later. But, you know, these don't have, the one thing I love about the journals, the flip-flop, is it's a lot of things that you flip in, flop in, you know. Whew, I got warm all of a sudden. I'm starving. I didn't eat breakfast. I got to have to eat breakfast after this, you guys. My tummy's grumbling. It's letting me know.
We got excited.
Yeah, we just wanted to get to work. We were just like, and then we have shopping after this. So we have breakfast, and then we're going to do some shopping. I got to buy some pretties for my studio. I do want to make it pretty. My sweet friend Doreen at Ooh La La Vintage Treasures sent me a bunch of her kits to play with, to decorate my studio with. She has some great new tags to put on your boxes and envelopes for organizing. So I definitely want to see about decorating with that. So you're going to see that in a video coming up. I will be showing you my studio. I decided I would, but I do want to do some decorating before I show it off. So
yeah, it's Ooh La La's Ruffle and a Rose kit. So she made some tags for her to go with it. It's really pretty. They are really cool. She did them in 2 colors. So check out the shop.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know if she has them out yet.
Yet. They're out. They're out. Okay. I think they're out. Well, she's letting.
You get them ahead.
I do get to have. Yeah. I do that to you, huh? Sorry. I do that to my designers all the time. I get so excited that you guys are maybe ready to put it out. I think it's out in her shop. Yes, it is. I know it is because I was going to go buy it. She said, "Don't you dare."
She's like, "Here, play with it."
Here, play with it. Yeah. She was so excited I was going to use it in my studio because I am actually going to frame some of the pictures to put on the walls and decorate, and I'm really excited about that. So can't wait to use her kit. So okay, I figured out what's going to go on this page. You know me and my paper clips. I'm going to start paper clipping in where I'm going to put stuff. So yeah, I'm always
see, I knew I should have brought those paper clips. Gosh darn it.
Oh, I have paper clips plenty. If you need them, I'll get you a box.
There you go. I was like, I won't need those. Duh, that is mom's style. You know better.
I paper clip everything together. That way I don't lose things because I forget where I'm going to put things. My brain doesn't remember.
We're not gluing them down right away, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want it to look like. My last one was fairly easy. As I picked a page, I looked for another one to go with it. You know, what would look nice next to it. Because I don't want it to be all one bland thing. And this kit's very much
pink.
Yeah,
there's a lot of pretty pinks.
Yes, pretties. And in addition, you know, I'm going to use some of your pieces from your other kit, other kits, which I did print off last night.
What am I looking for? Oh,
yeah, I did.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Okay, still so bland.
Oh, you guys, I'm sorry I yawned. Didn't mean to do that. Came out of nowhere. Yeah, these are one of her other kits. That's all the basics out of her shabby ones. I printed both the Christmas one and the other one that, you know, you and I were talking about. So
yeah, we realized after doing the shabby Christmas one, they were such great pieces that you guys, when I pull Christmas from the lot every year, you didn't have some of those. So we did make, took out anything that was super obviously winter, but I made you guys a whole kit of just pink paper. So under the journal
like
paper category, those are just sitting there as pink shabby. So
yeah, I have the Christmas pink shabby, and then I have just the regular one that doesn't have the
doesn't have a snowflake on it. Doesn't have the lace on some
of
them.
Right.
It's a great, just simple pink and
it has like the pretty rose like that.
Yeah, has a rose and wood on that one.
Yeah, so. Like this, it has lace. So I grabbed these to use in here because I want to. Where's one I wanted to use? It's underneath here.
Well, I'm going to stick to proper procedure. I'm going to need paper clips, my love.
Okay, let me get you some.
I'm like, nope. If I'm going to do this right and not shoot myself for going, but my money is out there.
I know.
I better do paper clips.
Paper clip it so you can move it around. Let me get you a bunch of paper clips.
I mean, though you are cutting to a point to size, you're like, well.
I sort of am, but then as I'm doing it, then I realized, well, wait a minute, I need to get some stuff to go under that to extend the pages.
Yeah.
Because they're not wide enough. They're only 8 inches, and these are 9.5. So there it go. I had to go get her some paper clips. Yeah, that's the cool part about working in the studio. It's like, oh yeah, I have that. I'll go get it.
Well, and that's why we thought going downstairs would not be smart, because we'd be like, nope, I don't have. Nope, I don't have. No, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
So why?
It'd be like, no, I have to run upstairs to get it, and that's a long talk amongst yourselves, right? Or talk with Jolene for a while while I go hunt that down. For her,
because then she's not able to craft. She's hunting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like running around all over the place. So
do that, and then I can put a border and a banner, and I can decorate. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm trying to. trying to find a way to paperclip this on here so I don't lose it.
Right.
But I can still open it. See, wait, there we go. All right. So I'm going to have lots of scraps, that's for sure. We were talking about what to do with the scraps after. We've got a couple fun projects for the after scraps. After scraps. Yeah, so see, I was thinking like next to her, look at that. What do you think of that?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is going to have other things on it, you know, that you can attach on it. You can glue onto it. You can add pockets. You could add another lady if you don't like it. You can glue over it, you know, if you're doing something basic like this polka dots or... I'm going to get it ready. Whether or not I end up using it, we'll see.
Right, that's all we can do.
Yeah, I don't think I want the white on there. And then will come the picking of the... Probably what we'll do is we'll probably pick our signatures off camera and then come back and show you what we chose. And then we'll work on covering those pages, you know.
Together, yeah.
So, together, yeah. We may have this part all glued up too. Now, one thing you can do, because there's a pocket here, you could glue this into your pocket, you know, and then fold it.
Ah, yeah.
So that when you open it, you don't see. So that's the cool part about this one. I did the other one very much piecemeal. Each piece has its own.
Yeah, I think I'm piecemealing mine because I need to stretch it. And
yeah.
I want certain images from even my collages in certain spots.
Yeah, because so I think each one of my pages here is something different. See, yeah. They're all different. And because this is in the middle, but it was all I did each section individually. And I just don't think I have enough lady images to do that because I want to be able to use them inside. So I thought, well, I'm just going to use basic things. It's going to be very basic in my flip-flop here. So if that goes to that, and that goes to that, I need to put something down here. Not liking that, huh?
Well, I have to have the trim, you know, the corners down because I don't want to have one with
right.
and one without.
Right. Well, yeah, sometimes there's just a lot of trimming going on. Because you still have this backside to cover. So I have, I'm going to
I had to start thinking about that going, wait a minute, let me put a little bit of the two kits together so I have not all of one kit on one side and all the kit the other because they don't look like they blend together.
Right, right.
So I'm like, okay, no, this page can go with this one. That goes with that one. That needs to be that extra piece in the bottom you're talking about. That maybe continues on through all of them. We'll see.
Right, because see, she's on here, she's on there. I'm using two ladies out here, so now I have the back side. I do need a paper clip, though. Whoops, sorry, guys. I think I just smacked the camera. I'm sorry, I knocked you silly. Hello, everybody okay? Anybody get a concussion?
I can use this if I layer to death.
If you use a lot of layering. And it's cool to have the layer on the cover, or just make it bigger. Have a backup. Do that one and then have...
I mean, the only other thing would be...
Oh, yeah, because I love that.
That's the inside. Make that...
You could do that. Show them what you're looking at.
Yeah, so...
Oh, sorry, guys. I have the yawn so bad.
Oh, my goodness. That's okay. Don't go too far. So this was the original page, as you quickly saw in the review, was here. And I wanted something on this side because we are covering it this way for the cover. So I want to be able to sort of see here instead of blocking all of it. So I was going to try to make this book work. I have to center it, though, because I can cut the corners. That's my OCD. Don't mind me.
That's sorry about that.
I can't do it
naturally.
I can't do it this way and go, oh, let me cut those off. Yeah, no, it would drive me insane. And my little one gets it from us. So poor thing, she was helping us rearrange this room, and she's like, the gap's wrong, or there's a gap in the cabinetry when we're putting it together. It was so funny.
I know.
So I'm trying to do this and trying to figure out ways to, layer it underneath and maybe really build up that cover. But the other thought was, since it is all on the front, no matter what we do, is whether I put this lovely cluster.
Oh, she's so cute. I love that. What a darling
right
cluster.
Here on the front, we cut this here.
Then you would see, what do you see if you do that?
You get to see all of this on the extension on the top.
Wrap it around so I could see. Because you could wrap it, by the way.
Oh, it might.
Front and back. You could wrap it. See if it would. Almost, you could. And then just put a strip in there.
Ooh, that's a thought.
Yeah, because we're going to open it at the top. I forgot to tell you that. Whoops.
We have to make a little pocket, right?
Yeah, I forgot to say that on here we need to open this at the top. No, yeah, because we're going to close this.
You're going to close it up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to close this part. We're not going to leave this open, but we're not going to seal the whole thing. We have to be careful when we do that so we don't close it completely up.
All right, so there's that. She's cute on the bottom. I'll line it up better. But so you see that continuous. It looks like it's together. I'll trim this top of the top.
That's really cute.
So that's super cute.
That's adorable
too.
because they speak to each other. Then if you want to get like something bright in there, you could add some trim
Well, I have room here to put a
cluster
a
of
3D
something.
cluster of some sort and blend with it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's gonna be my idea. Okay, we'll use this little guy somewhere else inside. We have those little.
we'll use it inside.
What do you call those? What those little
tip-in?
Tip-ins.
Yeah,
that could be a fun tip-in in the little.
Or flip it in.
Yeah, flip it in.
If it can become a flip, we can use that.
And it fits inside the smaller, so it could be my tip-in inside of my 3-fold. So there we go. We'll find a spot.
Yeah, I think that's
we're
good.
getting there.
Yeah, I think we figured that out. Yeah, I think we figured that out.
Okay. I was like, well, then that way I can just do something more 3D cluster on the front for, something pretty. Because that cluster is really pretty. I do love how that all turned out. So, quite happy there. Now I don't have to cut that off because we're going to go straight across with it. So,
yeah, so I'll just have to cover here on that side if I do all the way inside that pocket. So I just need so a lady would be good there.
And that leaves me a strip to use.
Oh, that'd be pretty. She'd be pretty there.
Really?
Like this.
Oh, it fits almost perfectly.
What do you think? So you would see this when you open it straight up.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
You're gonna have signatures in there, but
right. So it's a pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty in there. Okay, so I have to figure out how to cover that.
This piece I just cut off can blend in, or I can make it totally stand up. So awesome. Okay.
You're seeing two different thought processes at work here.
Yes,
but fairly similar.
Oh yeah, I learned it from somewhere.
Yeah, I can't imagine where that was.
Where it came from?
I don't know. Could it possibly be me?
No,
it's not your dad.
But we have well trained him, I have to say.
Yeah, he's trained well.
Trained well.
He's trained well. He's trained up pretty good.
Yeah, we've trained him quite well.
Yeah. The only thing is, I think I'm going to have to cut this off because I don't like that little thing there. I don't want to have to cover it.
If you're going to tuck it in now.
Yeah, that's got to go.
So if you don't want to cover it, then you have to cut them, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's just too funky to cover.
Yeah, because they have that weird indent sometimes. So if I rip that over that, that'll be pretty distressing.
Yeah, while you were talking, I was watching a hawk fly around the backyard. He was flying right across my vision.
Nice.
We got one that was sitting up on the... Tommy was talking away, and I heard this strange sound, and I look out, and there was a big old hawk up on the light pole out front. And I was like, wow, that's not normal. And then he went into Joe's trees. Joe has big old trees out front. What do you call them? Pine trees. And so...
Yeah, they love the...
Yeah, they nest in the evergreens. So, I love hawks.
So do the black crows. So they do fight over that quite a bit.
Yeah, well, the crow was chasing him because I think he was after the crow's...
Last of the nest.
Nest, yeah. Invading territory.
Oh,
he did not like it.
They come in and...
We have a beautiful day. The sun's coming out a little bit.
Yeah, it's trying. Took a little while yesterday, too, so...
Yeah, I had a horrible migraine yesterday, so we didn't get to do the date. We had planned to go out and shop and everything, but I woke up and my brain was on fire, so I just went back to sleep until about noon, so I don't know when it broke off.
About 11. I was outside.
You were out working in the yard.
I was working. I had a friend come by and help me with my large palm trees, which have been terribly abused. Or I should say, lacking.
I haven't had any care in a while.
I haven't had any care. They're going to get taller. You can't reach them.
No.
Unless you're a monkey who can climb, which is the guy I ordered.
Yeah.
Hired. He literally goes up.
I know he climbs those trees like crazy. We had the guy that came to ours, and I thought, well, there was a young guy and an old guy, and I thought, the young guy's going to climb the tree. No, the old guy, who was probably 60 or 70, went up that tree like nobody's business.
That's what's keeping him young.
And the young kid's on the ground shaking like a leaf. And I said, well, you're not climbing the tree. He goes, no, I don't like heights. I'm like, so you're letting your grandfather climb the tree? Yep. Like, okay.
He's doing it forever. He's probably got better muscle memory than anybody, right?
Mm-hmm. He said he was too scared to go up the tree. He just, no way. He said he'll clean up palms all day.
Yep. He'll do the great work on the bottom.
Right. I was like, okay, well,
now I am
you guys happy.
I am inking my edges because I'm really bad at cutting and cleaning, and I know that if I don't, I'll have too much white. So
I'm gonna have to do that too.
I do a little bit of inking first, and I put the papers on it in case there's a boo-boo. I don't quite get it centered up. I've already got a little bit of vintage underneath everything, and then I'll go back over it, of course. When
you take after your mama.
Yep,
so good. I do the same thing.
Because if I don't, then I don't do any.
My ladies will tell you I do the same thing. In fact, let's see, I've got to decide on what ink I'm going to use on this. Why do these all look the same? Oh man, did I do that?
Two are one's a little brighter. That one you just put away looks a little brighter.
I think this is the spun sugar right here. I'm hoping.
So, because I know me, I'll forget to distress the papers I'm using. So at least if I get the envelope,
yeah,
I have a chance. And this is a very vintage kit. So both pieces, both the Christmas at Your Door that I'm using and this one, there's some vintage to that. So I want to make sure we keep that look going. Distressing it's the only way that's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to use spun sugar, I think, for mine.
Oh, yeah.
This one lends itself to spun sugar and maybe Victorian velvet. I'll have to see which one, really brings out the edges the best. Yeah, Jolene's, you could show them what you're doing. She's inking all her edges.
Yeah, so I make sure at least around, the outer edges for right now. I went ahead and I did do the fold because we know that's the front.
Yes,
so
you are
I
gonna
did
see
catch that one. The rest are going to be pretty close, so if it looks like I'm having problems cutting it, because I may do each panel, then I may quickly, before we glue down, hit those folds really quick just to be on the safe side. But it's my way of, safeguarding and covering up oopses.
Yeah, I am the same way, so.
Well, because I don't cut straight. So if I think I got it, went to do, and then went, oh, that came up a little bit shy, it's hard to get that distressed back underneath it.
Now, if you notice, okay, see, like where we put that, put it together, how I've got that lip, you got to glue that down.
I did.
You already glued yours, yeah.
I think, for the most part. So I'll go back and touch it up. When I'm gluing everything down, I'll make sure all the layers.
I just noticed that, yes, although we have the front done, I didn't glue the back, so I need to do that.
I think we're okay, yeah. I tried to add a little bit of glue, even with the sticky parts of the envelopes to make sure.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Is this glued up?
I don't know. Maybe.
Here's
I need a new tip like you have. I thought I had one.
I went and bought a new one.
Oh, did you buy one?
I got fed up with it, and I went to scrapbookingwithme.com, and she just sells tips with a pin, and I went and got a new one because I was just like fed up with it. Well, mine it turned funky colors.
Oh yeah, mine's at that point.
Yeah,
and I've had mine for 2.5 years.
Funny, when I took it off, even though I had boiled it and done all this stuff, it was still a blech. So it just wasn't clearing out, and I thought, boy, it's a big difference.
I bet. I'm just stoked with the new bottle, but if I can't get it out of the bottle, it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, I ordered a new bottle too. I went and got it. Well, I wanted to help them because Edith, her husband passed away, and I wanted to support her shop. So
I will go grab some stuff from her then.
Yeah, she's a good place to get your glue. It's a good place to get your pins. They have a lot of basic scrapbooking supplies, and the prices are super good. Okay, now I did open the top.
Oh, the little one.
Yeah, but guess what? Look at what happened. So I want to glue that little bit down to keep it from...
Because for sure we're closing that up, right?
Yeah, we're going to cover it, but we don't want to cover there. We're going to, when you glue on, you want to glue there. So you have your whole pocket.
Oh, got it. Oh, okay, I got it. So
Yeah,
you just need to do the bottom corner just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, because what you do is you run your line of glue and you put your paper up to that, and then you glue here, but you don't glue this open part because you don't want to lose your pocket from the top. Although, guess what? Did I just... No, I did it right. Yeah, I did. Hey.
All right.
It's fun. I haven't ever crafted with anybody on video before. This is fun.
This is new for us.
Yeah, this is new. This is fun. Is it being a booger?
Mm-hmm. There's glue. There's just that.
The tip is done. It's dust. Oh, you have a... Here.
Oh, it's coming out, yeah. And now that I've opened it, it's like, pressure. I'm like, no.
There you go.
Yeah, that one is good.
Mama to the rescue.
Right? No, I just think it's
Mama
toast.
to the rescue. All right.
Well, when you haven't
used your glue for a while and it's cold.
I did something. Well, in between things, I did do a little bit. But
oh, you guys, we're at an hour. Can you believe it? No, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. I want to keep working. But we have to quit because we would just keep on filming.
And you would never get it downloaded.
Yeah, then Dad would be mad at me because, oh my gosh, he hates it when it goes out long. because the guys are going to be working on the floors any minute. They're going to start in a few minutes. The guys are going to start on the floors. I know you guys are sick of this. Not done. Today's library and hallway and bathroom they're starting on, which is a multi-day process. And so, yeah, so we are going to be filming part 2 of this. And
we'll get some stuff done, get a little farther along, show you where we were, and then,
yeah. We'll film part 2 when they're not working. Yeah, we'll go to the next part, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, you guys. Well, thank you for hanging with us and having a good time. So that's about it for Jolene and Laurette today. Right. And we love you guys, and hugs and kisses, and we will see you very soon. Bye. Bye-bye.